every time. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Designs. I'm Sandra and I'm the artist, illustrator, and calligrapher who runs this art business. And I am currently really struggling to document my small business journey on this channel. I am always trying, I'm always recording, never having time to edit anything, but I'm trying to not let any of that discourage me, and I'm gonna press on and we're gonna get it together. We're gonna make it happen. So this week has been just all over the place. I've been doing client work on and off. I've had internet issues, computer issues, like all the issues imaginable, but it's fine. It's all fine. We're just gonna take a deep breath. We're gonna let that wash all over us and we're just gonna get it done. So today, however, I'm taking a break from all of that and I'm gonna work on something different. So I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous video because it's been a while, but I feel like I did. But if I didn't, I recently started teaching calligraphy workshops around the city, mostly in the Katy, Cypress, kind of West Houston area. And I'm doing this through a company called Sip and Script. So basically it's an event planning, kind of like a fun event planning company, and we have hundreds of calligraphers around the country that do this. So I joined them in December. I had my first class in January. I had my second class last weekend, and I have another one tomorrow. And I realized I have not documented any of that on this channel just yet. So this is what we're gonna do in this video. I'm just gonna be prepping for my class tomorrow. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about what it is. I'll have links so you can find my bio on the Sip and Script website, and you can always find my upcoming classes on there. All of that is also linked on my website, or on Instagram. Like you can literally find this wherever I am found. So I have a bunch of things. I'll also try to throw in some footage of some stuff that I've done here and there, but today the big goal is to prep all of my materials for tomorrow. So I have 3 people signed up for this class tomorrow. It's a much smaller one than my first one. My first one had, I think, 16 attendees. I can't remember. I think it had 16 or so attendees. So this one so far has 3. And it's a cute little art workshop studio in Fulshire, which is the West Katy neighborhood or area, and this is called the Rustic Brush. Basically they teach you how to do all kinds of artistic projects over there. I'll link also the Rustic Brush. They have multiple locations around Texas and Louisiana, but I'm gonna be at the one in Fulshire, aka Katy, Texas. So I'll typically prep the clipboard ahead of time so that when I get to the location, I just kind of set up the table and set out the place cards. Then they could just grab a card and then pick a seat, so people who paid for tickets together can sit together. But I've got all my stuff kind of here on the floor. So I reset my studio maybe like around November, December, right before I joined this company, and I had already reorganized everything and found a space for everything. Now I have way more stuff and nowhere to put any of that stuff. So I won't show you the mess on the floor because it's typical Sandra, isn't it? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my laptop and kind of make room here on the top of my desk so I can show you what I'm doing. But essentially what I'll do is I will be setting up the table. So I have a clipboard with some tracing paper, some letter guides, which are just pieces of cardstock with calligraphy already printed on them for them to just kind of trace over for practice, and then a couple of extra sheets of different things that they do get. I prepare these little envelopes and I put nibs inside. I'll show you what everything is, but I kind of prep these envelopes. I just write nibs on them, and then I put 2 nibs in there. They get a pen holder, so that's just a piece that you attach the nib to so that you can do calligraphy, and they each get like a little ink pot like this with black ink. This is white, but I used it for practice for one of my last classes. So there's also a basic strokes guide sheet, so it just shows you what all the main basic strokes are that you need to get started with calligraphy. This is just a beginner's calligraphy course, so it doesn't go in depth into like making words and all that just yet, but it definitely gets people started with the basic strokes and just learning how to do each one of them, and then slowly learning how to combine them into letters. So yeah, I'm gonna get all that prepped, and then class is tomorrow, so if I'm able to and I'm not like terrified to do that, I'll have a friend with me, so maybe she can do this for me. But I might have like a little bit of footage of me teaching the class tomorrow, and I can kind of tap that footage on. But I'll definitely show you whatever I set up here, and I'm gonna show you how it looks once I get there. At the very least, I can film that. I'm just afraid to be on camera and to be vlogging, so I might not talk. We'll see how it goes. But first, let's clean up this mess and let's get setting up. Okay, it's getting hot in here again. I'm gonna stop for now. I put together, I guess I had extras. I forgot that I made extras for when I had class on Saturday, and for that one I actually didn't have anybody come. I didn't have any tickets sold, so I just went with a couple of friends so I could take pictures and have kind of some promotional materials made, and it's good practice and it was good fun anyway. So I still had some of those stacks that I had made before, so that's kind of why you saw me put those together. Like, I started to put them together, and then I found in the bag that I had still 3 of them that were unused, which was great. So I just kind of stacked those, double checked the nibs, double checked that everything in there was good. And then the only other things that I need to put together were the place cards. So I made all of the name cards for the people that paid for tickets, but I also made one for the location vendor, for the owner of the shop where I'm going, the owner of the studio where I'm going, because I have a feeling like she might join in, and she can, and I won't charge her for it. So I just want to make sure that I have one for her, like just in case she wants to join. And I'll have also like an extra couple of sets, like stacks, clipboards, just in case people walk in or someone buys last minute, like while I'm on my way there already. That has happened. So and then I'll grab like some decorations and I'll kind of test it out, but I'll have to do that later because my boys are about to come home from school. They are just getting on the school bus right now, so I'm gonna shut all of this down, and then I'll come back probably later tonight after everyone's gone to bed and try to do a last minute prep and test out, and then I'll put everything in bags and I'll get everything in my car so that I don't have to do that tomorrow, because every time I do that I forget something. So yeah, so I'll see you later tonight. again, welcome back. It's the next day. Happy Thursday. It's already the end of my work day. I just had no time. I had no time to be on camera today. I was just, you saw me like just putting stuff together. I really wanted to have these all set up last night, but you know, this is always what happens. Didn't get a chance to do it, but it's fine. It's 3:30 now. My class is not for 3 hours, so I'm gonna head out in about 2 hours or so. So in about a half hour my kids will be back from school, so what I'm gonna do is just take them to my brother's house and hang out there for a little while. They're gonna babysit them for me, and then I will stop by my church and pick up my friend Joe, who's going to help me kind of set up and take photos and some videos and reels for me. If you saw some of my Instagram reels, like if you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out, first of all. Just kidding. No, but I document all of this also on Instagram through mostly reels and stories and some posts, but you would have seen some of like my reels from last weekend, February 18th, that actually sadly didn't sell any tickets, but I still went to get some promo photos and a few reels, just kind of, you know, still keep a good relationship with that venue. So she came with one of her friends and they helped me out just by kind of sitting in the class with me and give me a chance to still practice teaching the class. And they took a ton of photos, and it was awesome. So she's free tonight, so she's coming with me again, so she's gonna help me take some footage. So if I remember how to do it, I will try to include something in here while I edit it. Otherwise I'll link my Instagram page below. I think it's always linked, but feel free to go on there and just look through either my zip and script highlights, which I usually keep stuff on there, or anywhere on my feed, like in my stories, there's gonna be some of these reels and some of these videos on there. So anyway, so that's the last part of it. So what I'll do is I'll try to take you with me and take a little bit of footage of the class if I'm not super panicked. I'm always terrified to bring this camera out of the house because I don't want to break it. It's my only one. Can afford to switch to another one, or to replace it or to repair it if anything happens to it. So I won't bring this, but I'll have my phone, so I'll try to capture some footage with my phone. If I remember to, I'll bring my stand so I can actually have it set up in certain areas just to kind of take photos and videos. And my friend's also going to take photos and videos for me, but I would love to have like a few just shots that I can include in here. So so I've got my ink, I've got my clipboard with all of the materials, so I was able to print my crests, which are just these here, and I forgot to put my business name under here, so I just plopped my logo on the back. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I have everything packed up. I'll bring it all downstairs, bring it to my car. The kids will be here in like 20-25 minutes, so while they're kind of getting their snacks and getting ready to head back out to pick up the little one who's at daycare, I will be packing my car, the trunk of my car, just to make sure all these things are in there. And I've just been stacking things together in one place just to make sure I don't forget anything. I made a set of 7, so just in case. I feel like I should always have it. If I have less than 7 students, I'll just always bring 7. Like if I have 2 or 3, I'll just pack 7. It's easy enough to have that many always with me. That way I already have sets ready in case anybody wants to join, so that would work out really well. So yeah, the last thing I'm gonna grab is some decoration for the table. Yeah, I've been yammering for a while. I will be back with you either tonight if it's not too late after the class, or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, to kind of close out this vlog and tell you how the class went, and yeah, I'm gonna go from there. So I'll see you then. Hey guys, happy Friday. We've made it through the week. Granted, for you it was only a few minutes. For me it was 3 very long, very tedious and energy consuming days, but I made it to Friday. Studio is in total wreck as always after preparing for a class or a project or anything. I literally just have things strewn around the office, and then I drag my feet to clean it up. So hopefully I can do that tonight. But first I wanted to just kind of end this vlog by telling you a little bit about the class last night. So I got a few photos and some footage and stuff that I'm going to try to include on here on the screen just to show you. It's a very like relaxed, fun atmosphere. We just had like a BYOB for this location because it's not a restaurant or bar or bakery or coffee shop, so there's nothing really to buy that's edible there. So the owner, there's a hacienda right next door, a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, and so they have I guess understanding with the manager of the place, where she tells them that whenever she has a workshop, she's like, you know, gonna offer to have her students or attendees go and buy either food or drinks from there and then bring them over, and they actually allow that. They'll even deliver them, which is really cool. The owner's name is Jennifer. She's really sweet, and she's actually also signed for another class at her location. So March 30th I'll have I'm trying to decide what the theme will be. Right now I made it St. Patrick's Day, but it's 2 weeks after St. Patrick's Day, so I'll probably change that. But it'll be maybe we can do like Easter related things like place cards or something like that. But yeah, so I had 3 people sign up for the class. In fact, she actually joined the class as well, but typically for the host I don't charge them for the ticket. I just figured if they're able to join, I mean, as a thank you for even letting me use their space, since I'm not paying to rent the space, I kind of trade a seat for her. So she bought a ticket for her friend, and so she and her friend took the class, and there was another 2 people, a mother-daughter team that was there, and I really enjoyed it. Everyone had a great time. They gave me really good feedback. They had a blast. Like, they were nervous at first. Everyone was worried that it's gonna look terrible, but I just remind them that it's not handwriting. It's really like you're just drawing letters. It's more like it's hard to explain if you don't see it, but calligraphy is just a collection of strokes that you learn how to do and perfect, and you put them together and you basically build letters with those strokes. You don't actually write the letters, you draw the letters. It doesn't sound like it makes sense until you're doing it, but I promise it makes sense. So anyway, everyone enjoyed themselves. Someone might even be interested in doing like a private class, which would be awesome. So again, I'm just at my beginnings with this, but it's a really great avenue to spread my love of creativity, spreading that to others, just getting a chance to interact with people that I've never met before, sharing some of my love and my passion for art with them. And it's just a nice social gathering. So it was very much more intimate than my last class, which was pretty big, and it was a lot less chaotic on this one. Also, I feel like the more I do them, the better I get at them, the more comfortable I get with I guess my script that's in my head, just talking about what I'm doing and answering questions and not forgetting parts of what I need to be actually teaching. So it was really good. So if you're in the Houston area and you've always wanted to learn calligraphy, or you know somebody who's always wanted to learn calligraphy, I would absolutely love to teach it to you. So again, I'll have just a link to the Sip and Script page where my bio is, and right underneath my bio all of my upcoming classes are listed, even my previous classes. I never know if you can find me by searching Houston, because I'm listed under Katy, Texas. So if you're in my area and you look up Katy, it'll show you all the classes, or you look up Houston, it'll show you all the classes. And I kind of do some in like Katy, which is west, Houston, which is in the center, or Cypress, which is northwest. So that is kind of like my corridor, if you will. It's my area. There are other amazing instructors. Well, if you live in Houston but you're far from where I am, there are 3 other amazing, currently as of February 2023, there are a few other Houston instructors that are further south from me. So there's a couple that are in like the Sugar Land, Missouri City area. There's some further southeast, and if you're anywhere else in the United States, like, I would recommend just go to sipandscript.com and look up the class schedules. Just type in your town, your city and state, and then see if there's anything close to you. It's really fun. And if you sign up to a class where I'm not, like, let the instructor know that Sandra sent you, and she says, hey, Sandra told me to check out this class, and that would make them really happy. It would make me extremely happy that somebody found an outlet to do something creative and enjoy themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if it was enough enough of a vlog, but I definitely wanted to have a little bit of the other parts of my business shared with you here. So this is a brand new thing that I've never done before this year, so we'll try to document here and there as many as I can. When I'm a little more brave, I think I can bring my camera with me and try to vlog like on the go, but for now that's how I'll do it. But I'll definitely have everything shared on Instagram, so if you're not already following me there, make sure that you do. Again, it's linked literally everywhere. If it's not on the screen, it's in the description. But you can find me at kamonya.design, which is actually also back there. I clearly need more coffee. I'm still really tired. It was a long night. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you've been watching me for a while and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? It will really truly help me if you subscribe. It helps my channel grow. It helps me. Basically, I want to get to the point where YouTube can pay the bills a little bit. That would be amazing. But I just really enjoy sharing my journey with you guys, and I hope to be encouraging to any other person that wants to do what I'm doing, but maybe are at the stage where I was 3 years ago, just watching other people and wondering how the heck to make it happen with 3 little kids. But I just jumped in with both feet. I trusted God to catch me, and I just tried to give out the best of me to everyone who needs it, and help out where I can, and be supportive where I can, and just be loving and caring to everyone out there that's watching. So if that's you and you want to do this, then I hope my journey can help you. And come say hi on Instagram. That's kind of where I hang out. Say hi in the comments. I love talking back and forth with you guys. And yeah, if I haven't said it already, I think I have. Subscribe if you haven't, like if you enjoyed this video, and let me know what else you want to see, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.